And the game of the year is... Astro Bot!
Hello, my name is Connor, and welcome to my second YouTube video. Although I'm a little late to the party, I'm making this video because I want to show you why I do agree with the 2024 Game of the Year winner, Astro Bot. To really show you why I believe Astro Bot deserved Game of the Year, I want to give you some brief history of the franchise. Let's go back to 2013, with the PlayStation VR tech demo, the Playroom VR. This game introduced Astro Bot in its first appearance. Initially, Astro Bots were just unnamed little robots that danced around inside your PS4 controller. Then, in 2018, Astro Bot Rescue Mission was released for the PlayStation VR. This was the first time we saw Astro Bot take center stage as a fully realized character in an actual game. The game was critically acclaimed for its creative level design and immersive VR experience. Many saw it as one of the best platformers in recent years, and with the selection of PlayStation VR games at the time, it was definitely among the best VR experiences we got. Now we fast forward to 2020, and Astro's Playroom was pre-installed on every PlayStation 5. More than just a tech demo, this game celebrated PlayStation's history while showcasing the capabilities of the DualSense controller. The adaptive triggers, haptic feedback, and motion controls all made the experience feel truly next-gen. It was a love letter to PlayStation fans, and for many, it was their first experience on the PlayStation 5. Finally, this brings us to September 2024. Astro Bot has evolved into a full-fledged adventure that rivals some of the best platformers, especially in recent years. With incredible level design, charming animation, and innovative gameplay mechanics, it's clear that this game isn't just a simple mascot platformer. It's a defining title for PlayStation. And my main response to that would simply be, play Astro Bot. Now, I know everyone is subject to their own opinion, and maybe games of this style just aren't your thing, but it's unfair to insult the game just because it won Game of the Year over your choice. Our other nominees for 2024 were Balatro, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Metaphor ReFantazio. Now, to be completely transparent with you guys, I haven't played Balatro, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, or Metaphor ReFantazio. So I'd love to hear your opinions on these games in the comments. However, I've seen gameplay and understand the concepts of the game. But either way, I'm not going to discredit them in any way simply because I haven't fully experienced them for myself. But based on my research, Astro Bot, Shadow of the Erdtree, and Black Myth Wukong were the top nominees in the running. So, I want to break down my opinions on the top 3 nominees for Game of the Year 2024. Black Myth Wukong is an absolutely visually stunning game. Everything about the movement and the combat feels incredibly smooth. While playing Black Myth Wukong myself, I felt as if I could feel the time and consideration put into every detail. Overall, I honestly do not have many complaints about the game at all, but we've seen so many similar styled games. Over the course of modern generation gaming, the majority of AAA games put out have been ultra-realistic, cinematic experiences, with millions upon millions put into the budget. And while I absolutely enjoyed Black Myth Wukong, and I don't want to discredit the unique aspects the game does have, we were overdue for a refreshment. Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree took the gaming scene by storm upon its release. I saw many arguments of people saying that they enjoyed the DLC more than they enjoyed the game itself. And my opinion on this is similar to that of Black Myth Wukong's. But first, this DLC was also absolutely stunning with a very compelling story. However, it still doesn't give us that refreshment. And my main reason why I didn't consider even voting for Shadow of the Erdtree in the first place is because it's a DLC. In my opinion, the Game Awards should have another category for DLCs. I think it makes it hard to compare a continuation of a story to something entirely new when concerning the award for Game of the Year. However, that is just my opinion on the matter, and you're absolutely welcome to disagree. Astro Bot started out as a simple tech demo to show you what your DualSense controller was capable of. And because so many people loved it, he's become a PlayStation icon. Seeing the journey from the beginning makes this Game Awards win feel truly special. Astro Bot is just one big, fun, and colorful party to celebrate the history of PlayStation, even including characters that are no longer PlayStation exclusive, like Spyro, Crash Bandicoot, and a few others. Seeing these beloved characters get some light shined on them again feels like seeing an old friend for the first time in years. I cannot express the shock I felt when Sly Cooper got his own outfit in the game. There's so many references and cameos in this game that are definitely targeted towards an older audience, as the game isn't afraid to make entire levels based on God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, and more. This game is just something we haven't experienced in a super long time. While Nintendo continues to make great platformers, it feels good to see someone other than Mario for the 10th year in a row running and jumping across a slightly different landscape than the first one. Astro Bot has incredibly smooth gameplay, still showing you everything your controller is capable of. The soundtrack is perfectly put together to give you a sound that just feels good. This game is fun to play alone, or with your mom, your grandma, your wife, your kids, your dog, or anybody else. Everything about Astro Bot simply feels and looks good. With this Game of the Year win, I hope Sony sees that we aren't asking for more titles like Concord or any other rinse and repeat titles jam-packed with microtransactions. We want more variety, and Astro Bot showed that. I'm not saying that I don't want any old IPs to come back, because I'd love to see my boy Sly Cooper, Sackboy back in the spotlight again. But my main point here is, we don't see that anymore. And I can only hope that this huge win for PlayStation makes them clean their glasses off just a little bit. But anyways, I know I'm super late to Astro Bot's party, so maybe nobody cares about this anymore. But I felt like I really wanted to talk about this. I'm sure a lot of you that do still care about this probably have different opinions than I do, so feel free to start a discussion in the comments below. I'm always open to different perspectives. But if you've made it this far, thank you so much for listening to me after this long, and stay tuned for the next one.